access.
Hey guys, I'm Clint Flairwoo. Welcome back to another Division 2 build video, and today I'm bringing you my utility build for Division 2 in terms of PvE and PvE only. Will this fare in PvP? At its present shape and form, I would say no. I would not use this. You'd be a brave man if you were to. However, going into TU5, and after today's announcement regarding the cooldowns, which took a little bit of a battering, and now even more insane than before, this build has a huge amount of potential. Now, this is a 6-piece ongoing directive set. So a lot of people will say, oh, you know, you're not using Terminate, you're not using tech support, you're not using skilled, you're not using calculated, you know. And yes, I'm not using them at all, but I just want to show people that 6-piece ongoing directive is viable. I have soloed and duoed control point level 4 with this, challenging missions solo and in a group with this, and I'm not come to any issues whatsoever. Now there are two ways how to roll with this build. You can roll with a healing skill and an offensive skill. That's the probably way I'd start off to recommend. If you are new to the game and you have the 6-piece and you want to test it out, then try healing and the offensive skill. However, if you feel a bit more capable than that, then try 2 offensive skills. Now take a look at this build and let me know what you think in the comments section. Okay, first and foremost, I'm rolling with the survivalist specialization, which we'll go through very shortly why I'm using that particular specialization. But we'll look at the stats. 3 offensive, 2 defensive, and 19 utility. You can see it's wedged all into utility stats. My armor is 194,560. My health is 27,000, which is not a lot. And skill power is 2,846. Now I'll go through why I'm rolling with the survivalist specialization. We'll just take a look. First thing first is the incendiary grenade. That is exceptional on this build because it will give you an extra 25% burn damage. That's really good. The crossbow. This will give me bleed damage. As you can see, 40% increased signature weapon damage, which is the crossbow. And the 4-piece ongoing directive gives you 25% bleed damage, and that marries across with the crossbow. So that will give you the extra 65% weapon damage. Ooh, I'll take that. It's really nice. Outgoing healing. Again, this is good because I'm rolling with a healing skill on this build. As I said, you could run 2 offensive skills, again, for the better players, or the more experienced players, but someone who's new to the game and learning the ropes, 2 offensive skills may be a bit too much at this present moment in time, but I'm going to show you both anyway. 50% outgoing healing, 50% protection from elites. The armor kits, they help your teammates as well. I'm rolling with a Mender Seeker Mine, which is decent. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. I have a flame turret that is available pretty much all the time. You know, this has a 10-second cooldown, and we'll show you very shortly how that works. While in cover, gain 10% skill cooldown reduction. You're going to get your skills back even quicker whilst in cover. And gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing a cover-to-cover move. So this is the support utility build. In terms of the weapons I've gone for in terms of the damage, it's assault rifle, light machine gun, and shotgun. Now we'll go back to the build. And we'll start with the gear. So, I'm rolling with an ongoing directive mask. What does the gear set do? 2 bonus is weapon handling 20%. The 3 set bonus is burn damage 25%. The 4th set bonus is 25% bleed damage. And now we get into the nitty gritty of the 5 and the 6. 5 is emergency requisition. Combat resources, which is armor kits, ammo, grenades, within 40 meters of you are automatically collected. This occurs every 30 seconds. And the 6-piece is the right tool. Killing an enemy grants some special ammo, incendiary, explosive shock to one of your weapons. It will go primarily to your primary weapon, if not all the time, which is really good. It gives you that little bit of diversity. And again, if you've got explosive or shock, good place. Incendiary, you're going to get extra burn damage as well, which is nice. Now, how have I got the mask set out? Cooldown reduction and skill power. And the mods. Skill power increasing snare duration, which I don't want, but what I do want is burn damage of 3%. The chest piece is skill power, crit hit chance. In all honesty, I would prefer weapon damage, which I can roll this onto this build if need be, but I've left it as is. And 6% grenade damage. And that helps really, really well with the incendiary grenades, in all fairness. And the mods, skill power increase burn duration and bleed damage. And skill power increased headshot kill XP and XP weak point kills. And the defensive mod is armor, explosive resistance, and total armor. Onto the holster. Skill power, cooldown reduction are the major attributes. The mod skill power increased disrupt duration and 3.5% burn damage. Skill power with chem launcher skill power and seeker skill power. The knee pads, cooldown reduction. The mod, skill power with more burn damage. Defensive mod is weapon damage, assault rifle damage, and rifle damage. The gloves, skill power with assault rifle damage, skill power with burn damage. And the backpack, skill power, cooldown reduction, shock resistance. In all honesty, I would prefer health or armor, but it is what it is. Utility mod is skill power with turret skill power and hive skill power. And skill power, increased blind duration and burn damage of 5.5%. That's nice to have. Okay, we'll go through the weapons. I'm rolling with an ACRE. Spike. Headshot kills grants plus 35% skill damage for 20 seconds. Again, I want to garner as much damage as I can, as I haven't got tech support, I haven't got Terminate, I haven't got anything else like Destruct or anything else that's going to give me that extra damage over on the build. So Spike will give me this, which is good. Distance, 15% optimal range. This will give me more of a chance to take enemies out from afar. Recharged, while equipped, skills deploy the full armor of 25% duration, charges and ammo. And that's good because both sets of skills, duration is nice. Mods, accuracy, rounds, crit hit chance, damage to elites. And my military G36 is perpetuation, kills grant plus 5% skill duration, again, for the turret and for my secondary skill, which is Seeker Mine. Ammo and charges, the next skill used, max stack is 10. Allegro, the rate of fire. Rooted, while equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when next in cover. Can occur once per 60 seconds. The mods, accuracy, rounds, crit hit chance, and damage to elites. And finally, my pistol is the Survivalist D50 pistol. That's Vindictive. Kill an enemy with a status effect applied grants all group members within 15 meters plus 20% crit hit chance for 10 seconds. This is nice to have, however, you have to get the killing blow with this. So once you get in the swing of things rolling with this build, if you switch to your pistol, again, try and take an enemy out when they're at their last door, the last breath, and you will get the extra 20% crit hit chance for your teammates. It's good to have, in all honesty. Rooted, while equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when next in cover. Can occur once per 60 seconds. And transmission, while holstered, shock applied to the agent transfers to an enemy within 10 meters. Can occur once every 60 seconds. The mod is simply accuracy. They're the weapons. You've seen the gear. Let's go through the skills. We'll start with the secondary skill. This is my 10-second Seeker Mine. The Mender Seeker Mine follows allies repairing their armor. It does a really good job of that as well. It doesn't do a massive amount of healing because I've opted for cooldown reduction. So healing 21,713, which is steady in all fairness. A duration of 120 seconds. Cooldown at 10 seconds. And we all know, dismantle it, you will get this back in 5 seconds. The mods, cooldown reduction. Another cooldown reduction mod of 9.7. And healing of 14.5. My turret, this is a 10-second Firecrest Dragon turret. Okay, 10 seconds. You know, again, we dismantle it. It's 5 seconds. A duration of 120 seconds. Health of 126 HP. 11k damage. Again, this is not including any bonuses from the weapon. So, this is good. A range of 15 meters. It does feel like old school Firecrest in this instance. And the mods are nice tip-top mods. Damage of 29.2%, and we know when Untitled 5 hits, this is going to be 140% plus. It's going to be an insane turret. Cooldown reduction of 18.8%, and another cooldown reduction of 17.6%. And this gets me a 10-second dragon. It really, really is. And you've got to remember, once your enemies, your opponents are on fire, you're going to get that extra damage your teammates 10%, which is really, really good. And again, against the big baddies, guys, it will do insane damage for your teammates. It's really, really good. Now, if, for example, you don't want to run the Seeker Mine, you feel, I tell you what, I can deal with this. You know, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty hip hop. So what you would do, you'd roll with the Chem Launcher Firestarter, which again has 10-second cooldown, 2 ammo, and explosion damage of 152,000. And I roll with this, doing control point level 4 solo and in a group. And it's tough. It is tough, but it's a lot of fun. It's very challenging. And that's what the game should be about. However, if you're new, I would opt for the Seeker Mine, just for that survivability. Let's go through the stats, the nitty-gritty of the build. We have seen the gear and weapon talents. Let's go through the stats. 10.5% crit chance, 25% crit damage, 55% headshot damage, a range of 31 meters, reload time of 2.2 seconds, accuracy of 10%, weapon handling 20%, that's from the gear set, 25% assault rifle damage, health damage 29%, that's from the AR, and the skills, it's a 56% skill cooldown reduction. I can get this a tad higher, but currently I don't need that. Going into Untitled 5, then I may need a little bit more skill cooldown reduction, but again, I've got some slightly better pieces from my high-end stuff I can re-roll to get it better. By all means, that is more than possible on this build. And this is it. This is Ongoing Directive. This is what I feel is the best way to roll with Ongoing Directive in this patch. It's nice to see what it can do in Untitled 5. I feel it could be a really good support utility build. Now, a lot of people say, if you take away your backpack, take away your gloves, yes, I completely get that. I'm just showcasing a 6-piece Ongoing Directive because no one will roll with this. However, it has some viability and it can be really useful in PvE. What do you guys think? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like. If you want to see more Division 2 content, smash the sub button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.